For centuries, the dream of a shortcut across Panama captivated explorers and empires. A water passage through the narrow isthmus promised to slash travel times and revolutionize global trade. Ships wouldn't have to make the treacherous journey around the tip of South America. Imagine the possibilities. Faster trade routes meant lower costs for goods and increased profits. The world waited for someone to conquer the challenge of Panama. But taming this tropical land wouldn't be easy. The journey from dream to reality would be paved with hardship, sacrifice, and loss. In 1881, the French, spurred by their monumental success with the Suez Canal, ambitiously took on the daunting challenge of constructing a canal through Panama. They were filled with optimism and confidence, believing that their previous triumphs in engineering would pave the way for another groundbreaking achievement. Led by the renowned Ferdinand de Lesseps, the mastermind behind the Suez Canal, the French were convinced that their engineering prowess could overcome any obstacle that lay ahead. De Lesseps, a symbol of innovation and determination, rallied his team with visions of connecting the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans, revolutionizing global trade routes. However, the lush and seemingly impenetrable rainforests of Panama held unseen enemies that the French were unprepared for. The dense jungle with its thick canopy and untamed wilderness was a stark contrast to the arid deserts of Egypt, where the Suez Canal was built. The vibrant rainforest, teeming with exotic wildlife and verdant foliage, concealed a deadly secret: disease. The very environment that appeared so full of life was also a breeding ground for perilous illnesses. Malaria and yellow fever, both spread by the bites of infected mosquitoes, began to ravage the workforce. These diseases, invisible and insidious, struck down workers with fever, chills, and debilitating weakness, making it nearly impossible to maintain a healthy and productive labor force. Thousands of workers, many of whom were brought in from the Caribbean, fell victim to these relentless diseases. The workforce, which was the backbone of the canal project, was decimated, leading to a severe shortage of labor and a significant slowdown in progress. The jungle itself seemed to fight back against the intrusion, swallowing equipment and hindering progress at every turn. Heavy machinery and tools, essential for the construction, were often rendered useless as they became entangled in the dense undergrowth or were overtaken by the relentless vegetation. The grand French dream of a canal through Panama began to crumble under the weight of disease, the unforgiving environment, and mounting financial debt. The once hopeful and ambitious project turned into a nightmare as the reality of the tropical peril set in, leading to a tragic and costly failure. As the 19th century ended, the United States, a rising power, set its sights on Panama. The strategic location of Panama, nestled between the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans, made it an ideal spot for a canal that could revolutionize global trade routes. The dream of connecting the two oceans was not new, but the ambition and resources of the United States brought it closer to reality. The Spanish-American War highlighted the need for a two-ocean navy. The conflict underscored the logistical challenges of moving naval forces between the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans. A canal through Panama would not only shorten travel time, but also enhance the United States' ability to project power globally. The war served as a catalyst, pushing the canal project from a distant dream to an urgent necessity. President Theodore Roosevelt saw Panama as key to American ambition. He believed that a canal would cement the United States' status as a global power. Roosevelt's vision was not just about military strategy, it was also about economic dominance. A canal would open new markets and facilitate faster trade, benefiting American businesses and strengthening the economy. In 1904, after a controversial deal with Panama's newly independent government, the U.S. took control of the canal project. The agreement, known as the Hay-Bunau-Varilla Treaty, granted the United States the rights to build and control the canal. This deal was not without its critics, both domestically and internationally, but it marked a significant step forward in realizing Roosevelt's vision. Learning from the French mistakes, the Americans prioritized sanitation. The French had attempted to build a canal in the 1880s, but were thwarted by disease and engineering challenges. The United States was determined not to repeat these errors. Sanitation became a top priority, with efforts focused on improving living conditions for workers and reducing the spread of disease. Dr. William Gorgas, a U.S. Army physician, led the charge against disease. Gorgas had previously worked in Cuba, where he successfully controlled yellow fever. His experience and expertise were invaluable in Panama. He implemented comprehensive sanitation measures, including the use of mosquito nets and the fumigation of buildings, to combat the spread of diseases like yellow fever and malaria. Mosquitoes were targeted, breeding grounds drained, and hospitals built. Gorgas and his team understood that controlling the mosquito population was crucial to reducing the incidence of disease. They undertook extensive efforts to drain swamps and eliminate standing water, which were prime breeding grounds for mosquitoes. Additionally, new hospitals and medical facilities were constructed to provide better care for the workers. His efforts saved countless lives and made the canal's construction possible. The improved health conditions allowed workers to focus on the monumental task of building the canal. The successful completion of the Panama Canal stands as a testament to the importance of medical and sanitary advancements in overcoming seemingly insurmountable challenges. The canal not only transformed global trade but also showcased the United States' ability to achieve great feats through determination and innovation. The Panama Canal wasn't just about fighting disease, it was about conquering nature itself. Engineers faced the daunting task of excavating the Culebra Cut, a 9-mile stretch through the Continental Divide. Mountains had to be moved, rock blasted, and millions of tons of earth shifted. Massive steam shovels, nicknamed Panama shovels, became symbols of the project's scale and ambition. The work was dangerous and grueling. Landslides were a constant threat, burying men and machines. Yet the engineers persisted, driven by the dream of uniting the oceans. Section 5. The price of progress, disease, and discrimination. While sanitation efforts improved, disease remained a constant threat. Yellow fever, malaria, and other tropical ailments continued to afflict workers. Many died far from home, their sacrifices largely forgotten. The canal project also exposed the ugly face of discrimination. West Indian workers, crucial to the project, faced prejudice and were paid less than their white American counterparts. They were often relegated to the most dangerous jobs and endured harsh living conditions. Section 6. The human cost: lives lost, lives altered. The Panama Canal stands as a monument to human ingenuity but also as a stark reminder of the human cost of progress. Over 25,000 workers perished during the construction, their lives given in the pursuit of this ambitious dream. Families were shattered, communities forever changed. The environmental impact was also significant. Deforestation and the massive displacement of Earth irrevocably altered the landscape. The canal's construction left an indelible mark, both positive and negative, on Panama and the world. Section 7. Triumph at Panama, opening the floodgates. After years of backbreaking labor, innovative engineering, and immeasurable sacrifice, the Panama Canal finally opened on August 15, 1914. The world watched in awe as ships sailed from ocean to ocean, a testament to human ambition. The canal's impact was immediate and profound. Global trade routes were redrawn, travel times slashed. The United States in particular benefited, solidifying its position as a global power. Panama, forever linked to its canal, emerged as a crossroads of trade and culture. Section 8. The canal's legacy: a century of consequences. For over a century, the Panama Canal has served as a vital artery of global commerce. Millions of tons of cargo, everything from oil and automobiles to bananas and coffee, transit its locks every year. The canal's impact extends beyond economics. It has facilitated cultural exchange, scientific research, and tourism. However, the canal remains a source of debate. Issues of sovereignty, environmental impact, and the legacy of its construction continue to spark discussion and reflection. Section 9. Reflections on a monument, progress, and its price. The Panama Canal stands as a testament to human ingenuity and the relentless pursuit of progress. This colossal project, which connects the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans, has revolutionized global trade and maritime navigation. It is a marvel of engineering, a symbol of globalization, and a reminder of the interconnectedness of our world. The canal's intricate system of locks and its ability to lift massive ships over the Isthmus of Panama is nothing short of extraordinary. Yet we cannot forget the price paid for this monumental achievement. The construction of the Panama Canal was fraught with challenges, both natural and human-made. The dense jungles, treacherous terrain, and tropical diseases posed significant obstacles. The thousands of lives lost, the environmental scars and the social injustices endured during its construction must not be forgotten. Workers from around the world, many of whom were from the Caribbean, faced grueling conditions, inadequate medical care, and perilous work environments. The living conditions were often deplorable, with overcrowded housing and limited access to clean water and sanitation. Despite these hardships, the workers forged a sense of community, finding moments of camaraderie and solidarity amidst the adversity. As we marvel at the canal's grandeur, we must also reflect on the complex legacy of its creation. The Panama Canal not only transformed global commerce, but also left an indelible mark on the lives of those who built it. We must acknowledge the triumphs and the sacrifices that made it possible. The grand inauguration of the canal was a moment of celebration, yet it was also a time to remember the cost at which this progress was achieved. The Panama Canal stands as a dual symbol, one of human achievement and another of the profound sacrifices made. As we look to the future, let us honor the memory of those who toiled and perished, ensuring that their stories are not lost to history. In doing so, we can appreciate the true cost of progress and strive for a more equitable and just world.